Hello everyone and welcome to the bonus video of the week. Now, I don't know if this will be a recurrent theme, but I really wanted to do something extra because I reduced the number of videos for you guys this week. So I'm gonna open up 30 packs of the breakthrough, which is what I bought using my coins, and we'll see what we pull. I'll give my opinions on the cards I pull as I pull them. And next week we'll definitely be using a deck based on breakthrough cards. So let's get started, shall we? Now, I've read the spoilers for this set. It's pretty hard not to when they're all over the place on all groups and everything, but I don't know absolutely all the cards, so it'll be nice to see some new cards, potentially good cards. And yeah, if you haven't voted yet, today, Thursday, is the last day to vote for the poll. It's linked in my Facebook page, so be sure to check that out. As of now, it's Mewtwo that's winning so far, so we'll see how we do. And this is lagging so much. But okay, Noctowl, nothing to write home about. Rainbow Energies reprinted, and our first pack gets us a Chesnaught BREAK. I wish there was a way to rotate these guys. 190 HP is pretty amazing, but this is essentially a stage 3 card, so I don't know how viable it will be. It does have a nice attack though, which with a muscle band will 1 KO every Pokemon EX. But the attack cost is quite heavy. 2 different Zoruas, a Houndoom Spirit Link, and let's open up the next one, shall we? Very interesting. Very good luck that we got our first break card. I don't know how rare these are. Maybe they're just like regular holos. Wow, Town Map is reprinted. I wasn't aware of that. And the Special Fire Energy. If this card is discarded by an attack of the fired Pokemon this card is attached to, attach this card from your discard pile to that Pokemon after attacking. So it's basically to go with Mega Houndoom EX. Colorful Spores. Choose 3 of your Pokemon, search your deck for a basic energy and attach it to that guy. Okay, so if... oh, and Floatstone is reprinted. So if people liked Volcarona, Parasect is another viable option actually. If you already have your bench full and you volley into Parasect the first turn, or not full, but you have some Pokemon in play, you can power them up simultaneously. And comboed with something like Aromatids, you could have 4 energy in play by turn 2. And any type, so not too bad. Now, Mewtwo Spirit Link, which if Mewtwo ends up winning will be amazing. Thunderclap Shot. Wow, 50 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon EX. That's not bad. And let's see what's the other card we pull. Vivilion. Once during your turn, you may flip a coin. If it hurts, search your deck. Oh, wow. If only this weren't a stage 2, that ability would be pretty amazing. Even though it's on a flip, having multiple Vivilion outs would be pretty cool. It's too bad it's on a flip though. That really sucks. But let's see what else. Another Floatstone, which is great. I won't have to trade for any of them. And Houndoom EX. Discard the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck. Wow. And attach a Fire Energy card from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon. So a Houndoom EX, just a -30 against everything. A Houndoom EX stall deck doesn't look like a bad idea, perhaps, with Flare Grunt and 0-6, because it has so much HP, and you could AC, you could Max Potion if it does get reprinted, and there's another Houndoom EX, now full art. So I might try a Houndoom EX denial deck later on. And there was a WOB I should have read, but I didn't click on it. What's this? Buddy Rescue. Wow, put a Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand. Your opponent chooses first. That's not bad actually. Even though you help your opponent, getting back Mega Evolutions or Shaymin EX wouldn't be too bad. And yeah, nothing else to write home about, I don't think. Yep. BHM, nope. Okay. So Noctowl is apparently a big deal because PTCGO likes to showcase it off as a super rare card or something. Another Rainbow Energy, Kirlia, Cyndaquil, Ursaring, and Mega Houndoom. So that's 3 EXs in a row? No. 3 out of 4 packs? And perhaps this is telling me I should try a Mega Houndoom deck. Or a regular Houndoom. What's Magnemite do? Sparkling, as long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon. Okay, so it's kind of like the Veldoom from way, such a long time ago. From Delta Species. The trio is pretty amazing with Retreat Aid. And the other card is Xerneas, which does 30 more damage for each different type of Pokemon on your bench. In Power Creation, if this Pokemon was healed, it does 80 more damage. So Rainbow Force is actually a very interesting attack. With Skyfield you could be doing a lot of damage, and you could abuse it in an Aromatisse like Rainbow deck with Rainbow Energy and all of that. That looks pretty good. Wave Amplification, Turning Echo, nah. Not too good. Now let's see here what else we get. Reserve Ticket, and put that card on top of it. Nah, that's not too good because it's on a flip. If it went to your hand, Simisage, really guys? If the card from Reserve Ticket went to your hand, that'd be amazing. Or if it were 2 cards, I'd consider it, but flipping to make sure you top deck, I don't know. And there's Mewtwo EX. So if Mewtwo EX ends up winning the poll, I'll be glad to have this guy for sure. Cyburn. Now, I put up Mewtwo EX. I still don't know which Mewtwo EX I'm going to be using, which Mega Mewtwo rather. I know there's 2, and I have ideas for both, actually, for combinations of both. So I haven't decided that yet. You will find out when I upload the preview image on Sunday, because it'll feature the card I'm using. Your opponent's active Pokemon now confused, but put 6 damage counters. Nope, don't think it's worth it. And another Xerneas. Floettes usually are interesting, but this one isn't. There's a Pikachu, and nothing else to write home about. We are almost halfway through now. I don't want the video to be too long. There's Noivern. Shuffle around into your deck, then draw like a copycat. Discard an energy. And Chesnaught, the regular Chesnaught. So 190 HP. You could use Spike Lariat to do a lot of damage. Adamantine Press. Still too costly to justify using it. So we've only gotten 1 break card so far, and it's not too impressive. The Chesnaught. Professor's Letter is reprinted. Reverse Holo Town Map. And another Houndoom EX. That's our 3rd Houndoom EX. I might do a bonus video of some sort with the Houndoom EX stall deck if I end up building it. Who knows? Judge is reprinted. Wow, that's a card I haven't seen in a long time. And so is Skyla. So the supporter availability is definitely improving. And there's Mega Mewtwo EX. Wow. There's any stadium card in play, this attack does 50 more damage, and this attack's damage isn't affected by resistance or any effects. So this is a Mega Evolution I would really like to base the deck on, and I'm very glad I pulled one so that I don't have to trade my whole collection for the rest. I am very happy about that. And 200 damage, that's a lot of damage. I think I know what I'm going to be using. And wow, this is another pretty amazing card. Parallel CT, I wish I could read upside down, but I know this effect is the one that reduces your bench to 3, and this effect could essentially give you resistance. So you could sacrifice your bench in order to gain resistance from your opponent's grass, water, or fire Pokemon, or you could gain resistance. Or you could reduce your opponent's bench if you're willing to take the hit on resistance, which, if you're not using a water, grass, or fire deck, should not be a problem for you. And Semi-Power, gosh, how many versions of these monkeys are there? There's probably like 20 different versions right now. Frogadier, so there's a Greninja, a Bomasnow. Could be a decent counter for Giratina, automatic paralyze, but it would be used in a very specific deck. This Pokemon was healed, does 80 more damage. I don't know, a Bomasnow, unless your deck was super weak to Giratina, I don't think it would have a place in any serious deck, at least. Get Quilladin, we get Braviary, nothing to write home about. This was a pretty terrible booster pack. They can't all be good booster packs, you know? And we've pulled some pretty good cards so far. How many Mewtwo Spirit Links do we have? 2. And Chatot. Come on. I would like to pull a Zoroark and Zoroark Break as well. Or more Mewtwo's. Either way works. There's also another card I would like to pull, which is Smeargle. That's, I think, the key card that's going to allow the Mega Mewtwo EX deck to work. There's our third Spirit Link, Haxorus, Dragon Dance. As long as this Haxorus is your active Pokemon, each of its attacks does 100 more damage. Sharp Fang for 60, and Dragon Pulse, where you discard the top 3 cards of your deck. I don't think it's going to see play, any serious play at least. I would also like to pull some Gengars. I know that card is very interesting when combined with Crobat. If there was a Forest of Giant Plants for Psychic Pokemon, Crobat would be broken. Because that's why they didn't reprint Broken Time Space. Heavy Ball is reprinted, wow. And we get the Smeargle, yep. Once you're in turn, you may switch a basic energy card attached to your active Pokemon with a different type of basic energy card. This guy will allow you to pay off Mega Mewtwo EX's attack costs and another Chesnaught BREAK. So yeah, as I was saying, Smeargle will allow me to make sure Mega Mewtwo always has the right energy cards. And with that and Mega Turbos, I'm really fancying using Mega Mewtwo actually. Giovanni Scheme, I like this card. Giving you options is always good, and you never know when that 20 extra damage might come in handy, especially with Mega Mewtwo. Since you do 200 damage, doing 220 gets a 1-hit KO on Mega Rayquaza, gets a 1-hit KO on Mega Manectric, probably gets other 1-hit KOs on Mega Pokemon, which I'm forgetting. So I think I'm definitely going to be running 4 of those in the Mega Mewtwo deck. Potentially 3. And Fisherman is back. That's a card I've always loved, and I have my Expedition Reverse Holo cards to use in real life if I need to, and another Smeargle, so great. We are pulling a lot of useful cards. I am very excited for next week. What I'm not excited about is definitely... okay, Assault Vest looks pretty amazing too. The one thing I'm not looking forward to is the new UI. I wanted to talk about that a little bit. Assault Vest is pretty amazing. reducing 40 damage from any Pokemon that has special energy. So yeah, the new UI, I can understand what the TPCI people were trying to do. I mean, the idea behind it is very good, but the execution is rather poor, to be honest. The games are super slow. It takes like the full 20 to 25 minutes to finish a tournament match. It slows everything down. A third Smeargle. So yep, I think our deck is pretty much decided for next week. And I don't know, it's just the previous UI was working so well. It was agile, it allowed you to test, it allowed you to finish games quickly, you could turn animations off, which is another option they took out, which I really don't understand. I mean, they said the argument for that was, we are taking it out so that people enjoy streams more due to the animations. No. You let people who stream have the ability to turn it on or off, and you let the people who don't even watch streams and who want to test and play and get rewards stream through games. That's what makes people stay playing a longer time, where they can play a lot of games. Whereas if you don't, if you force the animations on them and make each game a drag, which it really is now, that will push people away. I'm pretty sure it will push people away. They were saying they had record numbers on launch date, and yeah, of course you'll have record numbers. People don't know about the UI yet. They want to see it, they want to try it out. But I guarantee, I'm pretty sure, I won't guarantee, but I'm very confident that during the course of next week you will definitely see a drop in the amount of players playing at one time in the PTCGO. The only reason I'm going to still be playing is because I want to keep bringing you guys videos. But if it weren't for that, I would definitely find a different option to play on until the UI got fixed or revamped or made more agile. So with that rant out of the way, Empoleon is another card I've heard a lot about. Dignified Fighter increases damage for basic Pokemon, and it has a pretty nice attack. So combined with Archies and Miltank, you could have a much more offensive Miltank, especially if you got more Empoleons into play. And non-EX attacking decks are always pretty good options, to be honest. And I believe that was the last. This is the last booster pack I'm opening. This is the first Bridget. I really like this card. It's too bad you can't get Pokemon EX, but it definitely gives non-EX decks a chance. And I have a few ideas already to abuse this card. And another Aromatisse and Octillery. Oh yeah, Octillery is a pretty nice pool. I used to like Electrode a lot in the last format, where you could drop to get 4 cards in order to recover from ends and things like that, and Octillery is basically a better version of that, since it allows you to draw until you have 5 cards. So 1/1 lines of Octillery will be probably popping up during the season. Now I'm not going to open any more booster packs because I want to save this to trade for the cards I still need. And yeah, that will be all for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching the boosters and hearing some of my thoughts on the cards. And I'll see you next week if you're watching this on Thursday when it goes live in the afternoon. And yeah, thank you guys very much. If you have any opinions on this type of video, if you want me to do something different, if you have any ideas or suggestions, please leave them down below, and I'll be seeing you next week. Bye bye.